car.
Oh, and then they all fucking
And then they all fucking... And they attack him, and he wrecks his car.
No way. ¿Entiendes ella?
Totally right.
Cuando iguanas están frío, están no más movimiento. Catatón. Y esta persona quieren ir por todas las iguanas para salvar la vida de iguana. Y tienen 100 iguanas en el carro y con poco caliente, todas las iguanas en el carro. No más caro.
So obviously we're here with James. Larger than life, just like more crazy stuff than you can imagine. And we're here at the St. Maarten Yacht Club. We're showing them around. They just arrived today after a hellacious 13-day passage from
18.
18. I know 8. We did 8 this time and 10 the last
before,
time.
okay.
But Panama to Aruba was 10, and then this one Aruba to here was 8.
Okay.
But 8 like shit days. It was not a good sail.
Yeah, he says that they were just beating up wind the whole way and weren't really able to use their new furler the way it's supposed to be used. So we'll have to diagnose that coming up. But welcome.
By we he means him.
I'll go up there.
Kevin will come over.
I'll go up on the mast. I will, absolutely.
That's amazing. Thank you. Actually, I was going to ask you if you could either lift me up or you go up. Either way, dude, I would be forever grateful.
Yeah, we'll figure out what's wrong. It's all good. Gotta make it. It would be actually something of a kick in the crotch for me if this doesn't work for James, because he bought them further based on my recommendation. So to have it not work right, something's not.
No, that was user error. That's what that was.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Sure, bro.
Yeah. But they've only sold like 20,000 of these things, so I gotta believe that it's gonna work. And if there's any type of a warranty issue, they'll take care of it.
Hey, you know what? It's really good to actually be floating in the water with you guys. We've been talking for what, a couple years now, and I visited these guys in Annapolis, stayed on their boat on the hard, but it's actually floating now and moving. It doesn't feel weird. That's cool. Good to see you guys.
Great to see
Yeah, well,
you.
James came in and got promptly denied entry into the island because they didn't have his paperwork in order. And I'm like, WTF, how can you come here without having your paperwork? You can't go anywhere in the world anymore.
No, you can go a lot of places, let me tell you.
Yeah, except here. But the French said it was okay.
We got him cleared in.
The French didn't give a shit. All they were like, just get out of my way.
Yeah, decide. Looks good enough. Thank you. Good enough.
That is actually one of my observations of dealing with bureaucracies, is if you stand there long enough, eventually you become their problem. And unless they're prepared to evict you or throw you out or arrest you, they pretty much have to solve the problem in order to get rid of you. So oftentimes we will just stand there and say, oh my, what are we supposed to do? What would you do next? Just keep on questioning them until they finally get out the staff and just...
I have a belief that that's because you look like an upstanding citizen.
Not like you.
Yeah. And you look like a derelict.
Well, without
and
the
there's
green mask, you know, you have a real mask this time.
Yeah, he came in with like a bandana around his, like some sort of bank robber. They said they like shut down the shield like. Hold up. So here's James's new ride, offshore
cruising tender.
Offshore cruising tender.
Yeah.
And
I love this boat. This is the second one I've had. These are the best dinghies ever made. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
You want to drive it?
Sure.
All right. It's in gear. So you can sit on this. It's kind of a nicer ride if you sit down here. There's also a tiller extension. It's a different feel. How do you like it? Yeah, he's got it.
so nice, you can just dinghy everywhere. What? All right, so be careful in the tight quarters because this thing does not corner.
So is somebody gonna jump off and hop over
Yeah, I'll
there
do that.
and tag me
Here,
off? 'Cause I'll
hold
just
that.
bring you right up to the...
All right, we're good to go. What do you think of the ride?
That's sweet. That was very, very nice. It's you're higher up off the water. A lot more freeboard on the boat, but it handles other boat wakes really well, like better than our Avon. And it's very, very, like the acceleration is just fast. It's light. It likes to go. So yeah, good choice there, James.
Budget Marine. I actually just met the owner of the Budget Marine. That's pretty cool. And I remember going, I bought my anchor from this place in Curacao. They got these stores all over the Caribbean now. Love it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's reasonably priced. It's not, you know, nothing's cheap here, but it's they have everything that you need, and that's really the key. I'd rather pay, you know, if it's a matter of, you know, having something cheap that's not available doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
And they also do fantastic dinghy repair here, probably the best around. If you have
really?
Yeah, if you have a Hypalon dinghy or even a PVC dinghy that's leaking air or whatever, drop it off here in the morning. They'll ride you back to your boat on one of their dinghies. At the end of the day, they come get you, bring you back, and it's complete and ready to go.
That sounds awesome. All right.
Poppy, got to talk to Poppy about that. Yeah.
Where to now, boss?
Straight on back. Okay, over there is Yamaha. See it on the side of their building. We're not going to stop there, but that's AB Ribs and Yamaha is in there. I've never done any work with Tradewind Marine, but they do the electronics installs. They got everything, especially crimp connectors, which are pretty hard to find elsewhere. They got them here, relatively, you know, sanely priced. And then
One bag of the branded ones.
Then down here you got Victron and Mastervolt and all the inverters.
Oh my gosh. If you're a Victron fan.
We got Mastervolt too. Over there.
All those high-tech lines held it together.
Absolutely.
So this is a mast from one of the Ocean Race boats. They just had the Heineken Regatta here, and this one.
I don't think this was from a Volvo Ocean Race, but this looks more of a. It's just a Selden rig, and I think it's or something similar.
That sucks. It broke at the first rudder.
Damaged. It's a North Sails, heavy-duty Dacron sail, and it's completely wasted. Probably repairable. It's got a Beneteau logo on it.
You
So
think the sail's repairable?
I think they could probably fix it.
Wow.
It's going to look ugly, but a lot cheaper than buying another one.
I'll take one.
Here's a small catamaran-style furler. Yeah.
They're re-rigging this one. Oh look, it looks like oh, this is a keel step mast, and it's corroding like shit right here, where this would be where the deck is. I wonder I wonder at what point they're like, okay, yeah, we're done. We're just gonna make a new mast.
Don't know. These are the guys that know. See the answers. This is what a rudder. This is what a rudder looks like inside before you put the covers on it. Here's the quadrant for it right here. Small, relatively small quadrant. Considering it doesn't appear to be a semi-balanced rudder. It looks more like a skeg hung type rudder, but you never know. The leading edge of the, and here, yeah, here's the rotor itself that they're duplicating.
No, it's not skeg hung.
No, it's not.
It's a fin rotor.
So you would think that you would need a bigger quadrant, but I mean, because the Oyster quadrant is seriously 4 times that size.
Yeah.
They may have fabricated that, which is a really beautiful piece of work. So we're aboard Zingaro, Sailing Zingaro, and James has had problems with, he broke the bottom part of the furling drum, and so we just took those off. I'll show you that in a second, show you what happened. But I think that the key to it is you've got to have a lot of wraps on this part of the drum itself. If you run out of line, if the line comes all the way to the point that it's pulling straight back against the drum, it's going to break it. Going to break the flange, which is what the line attaches to. So I think he was a little short on having wraps on that, if I had to guess. Under warranty, they're going to send him the new parts. So here's the part that broke. You can see this little tab broke. Here's the other half to it. So yeah, and then the furling line goes through these holes, and it's got kind of an octagonal, kind of a wrench flat on there so that it turns the drum. Yeah, something got overloaded. I'll let Wendy handle the winching because she's done it
Ready to go.
many times.
Go ahead and hover around. I'm going to close the clutch. Must not be pressing correctly. Right in the center, the white button. Okay, that's the first.
Never a dull moment. I checked the breakers.
There is no breaker. It's wired right into the battery.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I don't have access to James's footage, his camera footage from the top of the mast, so I'm going to substitute our own to show people what happened, what James was facing when he got up there, because looking at the photos and stuff from his phone, it's basically the same thing, which was a halyard wrap that destroyed the upper foil of the furler. This happens because there is so much force involved. You have a Dyneema halyard, which is borderline unbreakable. You can chafe it or cut it, but you really can't break it by pulling. You have a very, very strong forestay. You have the foil itself, the aluminum foil, which turns out to be, in the end, the weak link. And then the furler itself, which maybe is on an electric winch even, which is not recommended, but people like us do it because you can furl a sail so much faster and with so much less effort. But nonetheless, there's danger involved in doing so. And the weak link is clearly the foil. The halyard gets caught in the luff slot of the foil, and the furler drum keeps spinning it, and it just can't handle it, so it peels it open. And in James's case, the headstay itself was actually damaged as well. Luckily, James got his paperwork sorted, got cleared into the Dutch side of St. Maarten, and got FKG Marine and riggers to repair the damage. They installed a new foil for him, and also made the old forestay into a new backstay for him, since that was a little shorter run. So in the end, it worked out about as well as it could, and that's where we're going to leave it for now. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys will hit the subscribe button. We really like when you do that.